Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, it would be fantastic if you click that red button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, I've just finished this. We're making a potato and mushroom fry. So, you know, it's kind of quite a dry dish. It's great as a side or as a main course, it's up to you. It's vegetarian, it's vegan. It's got some lovely Indian spices in there. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. It tastes great if you ask me. It's not going to take long. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's start off by taking a look at some of the ingredients. Really simple, this dish, by the way. Okay, here's the two main guys. I've got some white mushrooms there, just fresh mushrooms that I've cut. I mean, they're fairly chunky. They'll cook down. Here I've got some potatoes. Cut them into kind of small pieces. Cut them how you like, really. You can turn them into like sort of big long French fries, fat fries, or wedges if you want. What I've done is I've parboiled these. I've peeled them and I've boiled them in water just for like 2 or 3 minutes. So like kind of blanched really. So they're still, you know, really quite hard, but you know, just kind of on their way. A little bit of fresh tomato. On this side I've got some red onion sliced. Use white if you want. In the centre there I've got some fresh coriander. Lots of that. I love that. Some cumin seeds. Some whole fresh chilli. You can chop them if you want. I'm going to put them in whole. Here I've got some garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger, finely minced. And here I've got some powders, like a teaspoon of each. I've got coriander, chili powder, and turmeric. Again, if you like, you could just use your favourite curry powder. We're going to add some salt to this. We're going to start this off with a little bit of oil. It's really quite easy. Let's go and do it. Okay, so here I've got some sunflower oil I'm using today, but you could use a different type of oil if you wanted, no problem. And we're just heating that up. And as that heats, I'm just going to add in our cumin seeds, just a few of those. They'll roast in there and fry and infuse that oil. It tastes absolutely amazing. There they go. You could add some different garam masala or whole seeds if you like, but for me I just like these cumin. Now this may look like a lot of oil, and some people just, you know, they don't like using a lot of oil, so use a bit less. I think this is plenty for me. It's enough. It's just how much I need. Oil makes food taste great. Not particularly healthy maybe, but perfect for me. Now we're going to drop in our potatoes. And simply what we're going to do on this kind of high heat is we're going to fry them. We're going to make some fries. So this is probably going to take about 4 minutes. You know, keep moving them around in this pan. Nice hot oil with those cumin seeds, and then I'll be back. There we are. So at the moment we've got some kind of cumin fried French fries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to reduce the oil by about 80% and come back, and then we can chuck a load of other stuff in, get this really happening. See you in a minute. There we are. As you can see, I've reduced that oil quite a lot. In fact, there it is. Now, me personally, I'm not throwing that away. I'll use that again. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful oil that I can use with, you know, some cumin seeds in there. I can use that for another dish, no problem. So, our potatoes are well on their way. The cumin's cooking nicely, and we've reduced the oil. So now let's add some onions. I'm going to add my fresh chilli now. Totally optional as to how many you put in. And if you want, you can cut them, you can chop them. I'm leaving them in whole today. Let me get in there a little bit of salt. I'm now going to add that garlic ginger paste. If you haven't got garlic ginger paste, you could just have some fresh ginger and garlic chopped or sliced. Now we're going to go in with our mushrooms. Like I say, and as you can see, I've just used some regular white mushrooms, but you know, if you've got some other types, some chestnut ones or something a little bit more exotic, try them. Okay, so we're still on this high heat. What we want to do now is be throwing this around, stir frying this in the pan for about another 3 to 4 minutes. What will happen is our mushrooms will cook and they'll sort of reduce in size. They may let off a little bit of moisture, which is not a bad thing. And then we're going to add some other spices. And we're pretty much done. So beautifully dry fry, as you can see in the pan. The mushrooms are starting to reduce down now. They'll reduce down further in a moment as well. Now I'm going to add my powders, which was coriander, chili and turmeric. And keep this moving as if you were making a kind of Chinese stir fry at the moment, because we would like to cook our powders, but we don't want to burn them. If you burn them, they can get a little bit bitter. So keep this moving around. Now, that little bit of tomato, in that goes. Wonderful. Okay, going to reduce the heat down, add a lid, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, let's take a look now. What I'm hoping for is that we've created some moisture from the mushrooms and the tomatoes. So there might be a little bit of liquid. If not, we might add some. Let's check it out. Hey, that's looking great. Here you go. So for me, that's wet enough. I don't want to make a stew here. It's more, like I say, as a fry. Check that for salt. Let me just grab one of these potatoes and check if they're done. Yep, beautifully soft. For me, this is so easy and wonderful. Right, off goes the heat. I'm now going to finish this off with a load of fresh coriander or cilantro, whatever you guys call it where you come from. Let's just throw that around. And there you go, you've got a perfect side dish. Mushrooms, potato, vegetarian, vegan, healthy, tasty. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.